beautiful piece of jade. And I always thought that jade was green. Green was the color of jade. That was what it was, but it's not. Look at this gorgeous yellow jade. And Cece, this is that beautiful Art Deco. This is appraised at $162, almost $100 off. So for $69.90, we've got the 3 flex pays. Look at this gorgeous. I am like bowled over by this ring.
Right. I love it myself. I think if there's anything, no wonder it's the showstopper. If there's anything that you buy this hour, this should be the piece that you do buy. First of all, yellow jade are just, look how beautiful it is on your finger.
It's so beautiful.
Yellow jade is well, this is as close to a yellow, natural piece of yellow jade as you can. Yellow jade comes in all shade. And usually we don't call jade red jade. We call yellow jade red jade in Chinese, you know. This is what we consider red, but it's not red.
Right, right. Interesting.
But it's just because it's that whole shade. Yellow jade comes into brown sometimes, and sometimes orangey, sometimes red. So it's a mixed color between red and yellow. That's the norm of all the well, yellow jade or red jade, whatever you call. But this color is like a darker butterscotch color.
It's a perfect description.
Yeah, when you look at it, it feels like it's so edible. It is a beautiful piece of jade. That jade looks like a piece of candy that you want to pop in your mouth. But what's so special about it is done in a beautiful Art Deco design. Art Deco's got to be my most loved period of jewelry. I think it is so exciting, so interesting, so bold, so different than any jewelry that is. You know, in a very small, short period of jewelry, and I think that is the most important time of jewelry.
Right, and
the Art Deco.
And if we didn't mention it, Stella is the designer. She's the manufacturer. She brings all of these pieces to us. You know, the spokesperson, the owner of the company, and you know, I love
Jade of Yesteryear.
Jade of Yesteryear. You know, I love that you have such passion for teaching us about this beautiful stone, which is, it's kind of a soft, we're deciding that it's called soft elegance. You know, it's not one of those stones that's like bling out of the, woodwork type of a thing. It's beautifully soft and really takes on the energy of its owner too.
Yeah, for us that is a very important stone. For the Chinese, is always the base of our culture. It holds a very profound space in our heart. In the old days, only the nobility could hold jade, and jade are something that you used to, as in rituals, to pray to the heaven. And also a stone, one stone was traded for a city. You know, an empire was traded on a piece of stone, on a jade stone. That is how important jade is. But in this particular period, this particular design, the Art Deco, it's the most important time of jade jewelry in the Western history.
Okay.
Because when jade was first brought in was the turn of the century, and as I said, that Tiffany and Black that brought it in first, then afterwards the Cartier saw it. So it was done for the royalties also in the Western society. And like I remember my grandmother would give a piece of fine jade to her friend, Mrs. Gu, Mrs. Winston Gu. She was very well-known diplomat, socialite in the European society. So she would bring her jade to Cartier in France, and they would actually design a piece of jewelry for her, and then her friend will bring it back to China to her. So in the old days, that's how things are done, that we will send piece of important stone to the jeweler, and the jeweler would design it just for you. So those were the days, those were the elite days. Because the reason my grandmother sent the jade to Paris is because the jade that the Westerner used in the Cartier and in the Tiffany are cheap jade.
Right.
And the Chinese consider those cheap jade. Those are ancient jade that we kind of don't think is of any importance. So we use the very important jade, and we want it to be, to be done in the right way. So
right, and we've got important jade right here today, which is so beautiful. This is really a significant piece of jade in this beautiful Art Deco setting. I love that that's one of your favorite periods. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
This piece is really remarkable, and these two, I'm wearing 2 Art Deco pieces. That's my favorite period. But it's like to make this design, I've been doing this, the Jade of Yesteryear, for 7 years, and this is coming into designing it for 7 years,
right.
because it takes a long time before you could even bring it on here, and also it takes a long time for the stone to be cut. So it's a long process. It's really, if it's not something you enjoy doing, I wouldn't be here, because it doesn't have as much of financial benefit, because I'm not good at making money. I mean, I come from a...
You're passionate, though. You are one passionate woman. I love that.
A different class of family that we don't have any merchant in our entire family. Don't have any merchant. We're all doctors, you know, and I study medicine myself. And I told my own daughter, I said, please don't be a merchant. She's a doctor. She's an emergency room doctor. She's an intern, and I'm so proud of her. I told her, unless you have passion in something, there's no way that I could be in this business if it wasn't for my passion. You know, they always say choose a business that you really enjoy. You know, and it is really true. If you enjoy it, you can spend times and times. It wouldn't be complaint. I'm doing work. For me, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, I can tell. You're so passionate about this. This is gorgeous. We do have a slight hold. So if you're on hold and you want to just go to express purchasing, you can. You can go to hsn.com to make sure you don't miss this ring, because it's that special. It is our showstopper. It's the best price of the hour. So if you